just so you know, there's a cat on my lap and a mouse in my arms. It's been way too long since a mouse update, and there is a new mouse in the house that has been here for a while, and I have not yet gotten around to introducing you guys to her.
Pippin, it's not about you.
Okay, so a while back, I had two mice. I had a mouse named Pyrrha, and I had a mouse named Delphi. And Delphi was a black and white mouse that I got from the Humane Society, and she was severely attached to Pyrrha, and Pyrrha was incredibly attached to her. Got a live one. So this is Pyrrha, and she is 9 months old now. Delphi had some issues. She was pretty young when she passed away. We believe she had cancer. Pyrrha became very depressed when Delphi died, and I kept looking for a friend for her, and I was trying to get one from the Humane Society again, but the Humane Society had this weird policy. All of a sudden, they wouldn't adopt one mouse out to me. They wanted to adopt them out in groups. I was like, no. Okay, just so you know, there's a cat on my lap and a mouse in my arms. And I got two little female mice from a pet store, and I was intending to only get one, and I kind of, looking back, it was a mistake. I got a tiny little, mostly black one, and I named her Pumpernickel, and she was really, really cute and itty bitty, like so tiny compared to all the other little mice. And something that I should have taken into account right away was that the other mice in her enclosure didn't really like her. She was kind of an outsider and excluded. And then I also got a bigger female mouse that I named Peepiceek. And the reason I named her that is because she looks startlingly, nope, that's not a word. She looks incredibly like my very first mouth. My first mouth. This is my second mouth. She looks incredibly like my first mouse, Peepiceek. Peepiceek is named after a character in the Chronicles of Narnia who is a mouse, and Peepiceek in the Chronicles of Narnia has a bunch of other mice that are kind of his soldiers, and one of them is called Peepiceek. So because I found one that looks so much like Peepiceek, I named her Peepiceek. She looks strikingly similar. I'll put some photos up right here so you can see. I got some footage of Peep and Pump when they were brought home. They were kept separately from Pyrrha at first, of course, because something you don't want to do is just throw new mice into another mouse's enclosure. They can kill each other. Peep was so skittish, like so scared of hands, like people moving, hands coming in. But she was also seemingly terrified of other mice or something. She had this weird habit of shrieking whenever a mouse would come by her. She is the squeakiest mouse I have ever met. So we had a long bonding process, which I will do a whole video on because I want to talk about bonding mice together. A lot of you have been asking about that, and I think it's a very important topic, and I documented the whole bonding process of her and Peep. It was really stressful, mainly because of Peep. Peep was doing the shrieking thing, and it made the whole experience seem like it was 10 times worse than it was.
Are you hiding? You're supposed to be in the video.
Pyrrha and Peep did not seem to like Pumpernickel. And Pumpernickel was a sweet mouse. There was nothing wrong with her personality. I have a video here of her climbing around on me. It's the only video I got of her and me together. animals have this sixth sense when it comes to other animals. They know when there's something not quite right about them or if they're sick, and Pump turned out to be very sick. A peanut in a litter of mice, it's like an underdeveloped runt, and they usually die. They usually have a whole lot of health problems, but in some cases, like in Pumpernickel's, her mom kept her alive and fed her, and Pump was a very strong-willed mouse, and she made it to semi-adulthood. That's why she was so small. And Pumpernickel started doing this bizarre thing where she was spinning around in circles, attacking her own tail. She was actually hurting herself. She actually broke her tail in a few places, which is awful. One of the theories we have is that neurologically there was something very wrong with Pump. I don't think that she understood that her tail was a part of her. So every time she saw it in the corner of her eye, she would freak out, and I made the decision to put her down. Pyrrha and Peep eventually got to the point where they could live together without constantly fighting. So magically, it's 3 days later because my camera decided to shun me again. In the middle of a video, I didn't get to finish my video. All I wanted to say was that Peep and Pyrrha are living together and they have sorted out their differences. It took a long time and they're still not perfect. They have their squabbles. They've actually been cuddling a lot. I actually got some adorable shots of them last night. Have a new setup, which they're thrilled with, and I did a video all about it. The link will be in the description. Keep calm and stay shiny, and I will see you guys in my next video.